we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we are back to football. It's the Thursday opener for 2024 as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Throwing to start here is Tua. They'll roll him out right. And his first look is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Blue striker.
Let's get the ball.
Hey, in motion, Hill.
Mike 5. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Mike 5. Mike 8. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 23 yards to pick up there.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Get set. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Ready.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
51 the middle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line.
Kill. Turn it up.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerome Baker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
32 stinger. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Whip, 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 whip.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Your turn is here, baby. Your turn is here.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Check, check. Turbo 1. Check, check.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy, but in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Tighten up. Mike, you turned it. 51, Mike, 51.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Play action. Now Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jaquan Hardy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 21G.
Off a play action. Tagovailoa. Now he's forced out left. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
He's coming.
Black Ultra.
How about you? Ice jab.
Looking to pass. Tua. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, putting the ball right on him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
So we got man. Let's go. Mike, check Mike.
Now Tua.
Right here.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's going to be taken in inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Slot man moves right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike 51.
Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Aaron Donald gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Blaster, 6.
Mike 5. Solo left Zion. Solo left.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready? Ready, team! 5. Watch solo left Zion. Mike 5, Mike 5.
6. Mega.
Kermit. 5's the Mike. 20 TX. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check the backer, check the backer. Hey.
Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Woo-hoo! Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Any day. Solo left Zion.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Kill, 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 kill.
Slice boot.
You got tight. You got tight.
Tua to try again on second down. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 68 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Back to you.
Green Jack.
Tua gonna throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys are gonna take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
To the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Report. Even. 4 down. Even. Kill.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson.
Outside coming.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured. Where the blitz was coming from and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Watch that. Kill.
Yo.
51's the mic.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
I got you, son.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Who that?
Hatchet, hatchet.
All right, fellas, listen up.
T, check 13. Chef.
Play action, now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Down the left sideline. Mark Andrews. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Ravens 27. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready, set. 18.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Go red.
5, Mike 5.
Stop your whining.
Mike 5.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Mike's 5'9".
Rail, yellow.
Turbo 1, hive.
Here I come.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Check out route.
That is caught. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 43. A big play there on the catch and run, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Slam.
Check. 21G.
Switch. He's checking. Crash. Kill.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
I want that. Give me that ball.
Hey, turbo 2. Watson, Oscar.
Defense.
Here's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Hey, get set. Go, D. Hey, Watson, Oscar.
They'll run Achane, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game.
42. Ravens 34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Turbo three, kick.
29 is the mic.
Needle blue.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 29.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They're scared.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here we go. Hey. What's an Oscar? Target.
White. Check. Fresno.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They're right here.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go ahead. I'm coming. Turbo 1, Hive. Check.
Smash, red.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Cox. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
44. Ready. Out.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, Turbo 1.
Man up, D.
He's cracked.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
59.
Black shot.
59. I got wide. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Time to go, night.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
I'm coming for you, son.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
What I'm talking about.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play, as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
On 2nd down, Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down and 3.
No, we changed it. Check.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Ready? 18! Corbin! 2 tights, 2 tights! 3 down, 3 down!
Mike 5. Mike 5.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Yeah, ready. 18! What's it? Oh, here we go. Oh!
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Don't get nervous.
And they take a knee. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now is part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Dolphins, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.